Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. 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 When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. We are about to do right now for this program an in-depth planetary puja using the chart of now. This is a form of puja that was taught by Dr. Pillai many years ago to myself and Raja Malloy, Meena Malloy's brother. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and an AstroVed astrologer, and I'm very happy to be hosting this program Monday through Friday on this channel. Dr. Pillai has explained the planets and stars are more than just objects in outer space. There is a divine light being associated with all of them. In doing the puja, we are invoking their blessings to flow into us and to flow into our world. So thank you very much for being here and contributing to the group energy of the prayers. To do the puja, I'm using the South Indian style layout of the chart. I've drawn this chart in chalk on a chalkboard that's on a little side table here. Each of these little 12 boxes represents a particular zodiac sign. And there is a link below the video to a tutorial video if you are not familiar with the South Indian style layout. To do the puja, I have a container of water. I have a lit tea light. I have an incense stick. I have a bell. I have a small tangerine. And I also have a bowl of fresh flower petals that I'm going to use at various points in doing the puja. We start the puja with the water. I'm going to sprinkle a few drops of water on each side of the blackboard chart to purify the space for the puja, sprinkling a few drops of water on the top of my own head to symbolically purify me. And I'm sending a few drops of water out into space towards all of you, so that whether you're watching this live or later on a replay, we're all being symbolically purified to participate in the puja. Now we're going to invoke Ganesha, the archetype who removes obstacles. It's customary to invoke him at the start of all Vedic rituals. Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang. We ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja, and I ask him to remove all obstacles in the lives of the participants. I ask him to remove obstacles for you in the physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual areas of your life. I ask him to remove obstacles for all of you now and always. Now I'm going to do a short Tamil chant, asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla Atyar Arvarku Mikave Asura Nalla Nalla Ave Nalla Nalla Atyar Arvarku Mikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial today towards us and towards our world. We thank St. Yanasamunda for teaching us chant, and we are grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now, I'm going to start with honoring the various time elements that are active right now in my local area, starting with the planet that rules the day. Today is Wednesday, which is ruled by Mercury. I take a flower petal, and as I say Namaha, I put the flower petals on top of Mercury on the little blackboard chart. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Now we honor the star that the moon is in. The moment the moon is in a star called Magha, a star of royalty consciousness, I put the flower petals on top of the moon on the blackboard chart. Om Maghaye Namaha. Om Maghaye Namaha. Om Maghaye Namaha. Now we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase. In my area, we are in the 6th waning moon, which is called Shasti in Sanskrit. Dr. Pillai said for the moon phase, we would use the Sanskrit name of the moon phase, followed by the word Devi, invoking the light being associated with this moon phase. I put the flower petals on top of the moon. Om Shasti Devye Namaha. Om Shasti Devye Namaha. Om Shasti Devye Namaha. Now we honor the planet that's ruling the hour. In my local area, that is the moon. So I put flower petals again on top of the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Now we're going to look at the time elements of the yoga and the karana. Dr. Pillai said for these time elements, we would not use flower petals. We would say their names 3 times each. The yoga that's active right now is one called Vishvakamba, which has energies of being victorious. Vishkamba, Vishkamba, Vishkamba. And the karana that's active right now is one called Vanisha, which has energies that are mercantile. Vanisha, Vanisha, Vanisha. Now, we turn our attention to the chart of the moment. Dr. Pillai said for this part of the puja, we would look at whatever sign is the ascendant sign, or the sign coming up on the eastern horizon in the local area. This is represented on this chart with the letters AC for ascendant. And right now in my area, the ascendant is in the sign of Dhanus, or Sagittarius. Dr. Pillai said we would start with honoring whatever planet rules the ascendant sign as a gesture for its importance at the moment. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. I put the flower petals on top of Jupiter on the blackboard chart. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now, starting in the ascendant sign, we're going to honor all of the planets as we go around the chart in a clockwise direction. Today in Dhanus, or Sagittarius, is Venus and also Mercury. We start with honoring Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Today, Venus is in a star called Mula, a star that helps with foundational energies. Dr. Pillai says it's also a star that can help with travel and vacation. I put the flower petals on top of Venus. Om Mulaye Namaha. Om Mulaye Namaha. Om Mulaye Namaha. Mula star is ruled by the goddess Nritti. She's said to be a smoky goddess of transformational change. I put the flower petals on top of Venus. Om Nritye Namaha. Om Nritye Namaha. Om Nritye Namaha. Mula star is ruled by Ketu. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Now we honor Mercury for being in Sagittarius. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Mercury is in a star called Purva Ashada. This is a star that can give blessings to help us to have the discernment to look at what's right for us and what's wrong for us. We ask this star to help us to have that wisdom, to ask that question, what's the right thing? I put the flower petals on top of Mercury. Om Purvashadaye Namaha. Om Purvashadaye Namaha. Om Purvashadaye Namaha. Purvashada star is ruled by a goddess called Apis. She's a deified form of water. She can bring blessings for purification. Om Apasye Namaha. Om Apasye Namaha. Om Apasye Namaha. Purvashada star is ruled by Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Donus or Sagittarius, the most idealistic and noble-minded of all the zodiac signs, today containing Venus, planet of happiness, enjoyment, excuse me, enjoyment of beauty and love of the arts and enjoyment of material plane comforts and beauty, and contains Mercury, planet of communication, business, and a planet that helps us develop our sense of humor. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it, excuse me for just a moment. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Pluto, is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto and Saturn. We honor Pluto. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Pluto is in a star called Uttara Ashada. This is a star that can give long-lasting blessings for success. We ask this star to bless us, and I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Uttar Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttar Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttar Shadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas 10 archetypes that each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. We ask for blessings from all 10 of them, and I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Visvatevasye Namaha. Om Visvatevasye Namaha. Om Visvatevasye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the sun. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor Saturn for being in Capricorn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Dhanishta, a star that can give blessings for prosperity, music, good reputation. We ask for blessings from this star, and I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Dhanishta star is ruled by the 8 Vasus, 8 light beings who each rule different spheres of existence. We ask for blessings from all 8 of them, and I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Dhanishta star is ruled by Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Capricorn, which is Saturn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Makara or Capricorn, a zodiac sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities, today containing Pluto, a planet that can help with rationality and science, and Saturn, a planet that can help with patience, perseverance, endurance, and also compassion. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains Neptune. We honor Neptune, and I put the flower petals on him. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Purva Bhajapada. This is a star that can help with enlightenment and charity and purification. Om Purva Bhajapadaye Namaha. Om Purva Bhajapadaye Namaha. Om Purva Bhajapadaye Namaha. Purva Bhajapada star is ruled by Aja Ekapada, an archetype who can help us experience deeper levels of silence and forgiveness. I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purva Bhajapada star is ruled by Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. I put the flower petals on him. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha or Aquarius, the most humanitarian and service-oriented of all the zodiac signs, today containing Neptune, a planet that can help with our intuition and our own inner life. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Meena or Pisces, which today contains Jupiter. We honor Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Jupiter is in a star called Uttara Bhadrapada. Dr. Pillai says this is a star that can help us with business development. We ask this star to help all of us with business development and to help all businesses to become more ethical and fair and filled with integrity. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Uttara Bhadrapada star is ruled by Ayurbundya, an archetype who can help to guard treasures and valuables. We ask him to guard our treasures and our valuables, including our treasure that is the earth itself. Om Ayurbundyaye Namaha. Om Ayurbundyaye Namaha. Om Ayurbundyaye Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Uttara Bhadrapada star, which is Saturn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Pisces, which is Jupiter. I put the flower petals on him. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena or Pisces, a zodiac sign that has transcendental and metaphysical energies, today containing Jupiter, planet that can help with our integrity and help with everything related to spirituality. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Mesha or Aries, which today contains Rahu and also Uranus, who is retrograde. Both of those planets are in the same star, so I'm going to invoke both the planets before I invoke the star. I start with Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Next, I honor Uranus, who is retrograde right now. Om Ram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Ram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Ram Prajapataye Namaha. Rahu and Uranus are both in a star called Bharani, a star with a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti or power or energy. I put the flower petals across both Rahu and Uranus. Om Bharaniye Namaha. Om Bharaniye Namaha. Om Barnihe Namaha. Barney's star is ruled by Yama, an archetype of justice. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Barney's star is ruled by Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aries, which is Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha, or Aries, a zodiac sign that's a fire sign and has very active energy, today containing Rahu, a planet that can help us with new technologies, and Uranus, a planet that can help with success in life, higher intelligence, and astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi, or sign with the planet in it, is Vrishabha, or Taurus, which today contains Mars, who is retrograde. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Mars is in a star called Rohini. This is a star of beauty, abundance, creativity. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Rohinihe Namaha. Om Rohinihe Namaha. Om Rohinihe Namaha. Rohini's star is ruled by Brahma, an archetype of creation and creativity. Om Brahmaye Namaha. Om Brahmaye Namaha. Om Brahmaye Namaha. Rohini's star is ruled by the moon. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Taurus, which is Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Vrishabha, or Taurus, an earth sign with very grounded energies, today containing Mars, a planet that likes to take practical action to solve the problems that can be solved. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi, or sign with the planet in it, is Simha, or Leo, which today contains the moon. We honor the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. The moon is in a star called Magha, a star of royalty consciousness, high self-esteem. Om Maghaye Namaha. Om Maghaye Namaha. Om Maghaye Namaha. Magha's star is ruled by the Petris, the ancestors who have gone into the planes of light and are able to send their blessings to us. Om Petrisye Namaha. Om Petrisye Namaha. Om Petrisye Namaha. Magha star is ruled by Ketu. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Leo, which is the sun. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Simha or Leo, a sign of power and energy, today containing the moon, which is our mind and our emotions. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Tula or Libra, which today contains Ketu. I honor Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Ketu is in a star called Swati, a star that can give divine blessings. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Vayu, the archetype who rules the wind and the air elements, and is also the father of Hanuman. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Rahu. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Libra, which is Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Tula or Libra, a zodiac sign that has energies for balance, fairness, harmony, today containing Ketu, who is sometimes called the saintly planet. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Vrishika or Scorpio, which today contains the sun. We honor the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. The sun is in a star called Jayesta. Dr. Pillai says this star can give blessings for courage and conflict resolution. Om Jayestaye Namaha. Om Jayestaye Namaha. Om Jayestaye Namaha. Jayesta star is ruled by Indra, an archetype who can give blessings for leadership and courage. Om Indraye Namaha. Om Indraye Namaha. Om Indraye Namaha. Jayesta star is ruled by Mercury. I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Scorpio, which is Mars. I put the flower petals on him. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Vrishika or Scorpio, the most occult of all of the zodiac signs, today containing the sun, which is our soul, and also a planet so important for our health and our high self-esteem. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now, I take a lit tea light and I hold it above the blackboard that has the chalkboard chart and has the many piles of flower petals on it. And in the air, I circle it above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering the element of light to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked. Now, I take a lit incense stick to offer the element of air and a sweet scent. And I pass that above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering the element of air to all these divine beings. Now I take a bell to offer the element of sound. And finally, I'm offering a small tangerine, offering something to represent the earth element, and passing that above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. Later in the day, I'll eat that as a piece of prasad or blessed food. Now, I make prayer hands and make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, asking them to send their positive blessings into the lives of each of us, our families, our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, a safe place to live, clean air to breathe, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs, and may everyone on this planet have love in their life, now and always. I pray for enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. I pray for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I make a bow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for a minute, and then we can do a short question-answer period. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. Thank you all so much for joining us. I truly appreciate your participation and your support. Right now, if anyone has any questions, you're welcome to post them in the chat, and I will do my best to try and answer them. Checking the chat to see if there's any questions posted. It's not essential that there be questions every day. I just do like to give people a chance to ask them if they would like, since this is actually a live call. Van is saying, when we can observe the universe with Hubble and Webster, will this have an effect? Yes, our prayers have an effect. Mohini thinks that our prayers go out past our galaxy, out into other galaxies. These vibrations go out and are affecting others besides just those on our planet. So there's definitely, we're observing where the planets are at the moment. That has an impact on our relationship with them. We're opening ourselves up to experience more of their energies inside of us. All of the things in the universe are also inside of us. And as we start to connect with these planets and realize these energies are waking up inside of us, that also is having an effect on everything as well. Dr. Pillai says we're at a transition time. We're transitioning out of the Kali Yuga into the Satya Yuga. So these planetary pujas and everything that's on the Religion of Religions channel that is, sponsored by Dr. Pillai, these things are all helping positive evolution to be happening, both for us and for others. So this, as we are able to see more out into the universe, we understand more. It may have greater impact on things that we know about. So we're seeing more with telescopes, but also some of you, your third eye is opening and you're seeing more inwardly as well. So all of this growth, this human evolution is in progress at the moment. Sherry says, today I have an interview for a community moderator job. What can support it for a successful job interview? Mercury is a helpful planet. Today is Wednesday, ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication, and also a planet of business. He has everything to do with all forms of buying and selling. And since you're offering your services as a community moderator, Mercury is a planet that could help. And also Vishnu. Vishnu rules Mercury, and he's an archetype that helps with maintenance and sustenance. Okay, so Sherry, good luck with your interview. We hope you get the job, and be positive and smile. I'm always interested when I have a job interview if I'm able to make the interviewer laugh at least once during the interview, because if people are going to work with me, they should be able to laugh from time to time. So that's something that I put the part of me that likes to worry on that. Am I going to be able to make the interviewer laugh once during the interview? That's the job I give it to worry about. So that's what I do. Well, good luck, Sherry. We hope you get the job. Thank you for sharing that. Blessings. All right. That looks like the only couple of questions in the chat today. We will be here again tomorrow. Thank you all again for being here. We do appreciate it when you like the channel, when you subscribe to the channel, as it helps the Religion of Religions channel to grow. And Dr. Pillai is very keen for this to be reaching more and more people. There is a program on Religion of Religions right now that has mantras pretty much 24/7. I like to play it in the background while I'm sleeping. Just those different mantras are going on all evening, and I like that. Namaste, everyone. The light in me honors the light in all of you. May light encompass all. Namaste.